probably know this just to be safe. Could be tomorrow for all I know. Yours actually snuck up on me a little bit because we talked about it and didn't get into my calendar.
Yep.
And then when you hit me up for it yesterday, I was like, oh man, that's tomorrow? The 23rd is tomorrow. What happened? Yeah, a real surprise.
It's okay, we gotta free some of your time up for these.
Yeah, it is actually helpful to see these guys going home. As much as I'm going to miss them, they have been just wonderful, the whole group. So let's see, we've got Jan on the 28th, I think, is the next one that we have scheduled. So, yeah, that'll be cute.
Honey, hi.
One of the things I find helpful for introducing them, you probably know, is if your big guy likes to play, then having a toy that they can both focus on instead of each other is usually good.
Yep.
Or if not, treats, great, you know. I'll give you a can of baby food. I have a lot of luck like feeding them baby food on my fingers and then slowly getting them closer together that way.
Okay.
And I'll get you some of the food that he's been eating so you can switch him over to whatever you'd like to feed.
Got it.
Do you need anything else for him? Are you good? You got like a spare litter box for his room?
I do.
Okay.
Yep. We're pretty well
All set up. Okay.
I think your followers, fans.
I know they send so much stuff. It's fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah, and I fit most of his stuff into one big box, and he just you put it all in one box, it doesn't look like enough. So she picked out a whole bunch of other stuff from like our reserves. So, and I wanted to get this because I would like to send something that smells like our house for him.
Okay.
So I thought this would be a good choice, and I can put out a new one for them to stink up.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh, there's this. I'm looking for this. You want to take that too, buddy? Somebody's got to take it. He's more interested in what you're doing right now.
What do you got there?
I'll give him a little flask.
Okay.
That way he's got that. So I'll put this out with the comments. Oh, great. What's got your attention? Can I say hello to you? Is that okay? Can I say hello to you? Hi there. Hi there. Okay. Oh, somebody made a little mess in there. I gotta clean up. I've also got you some of the dry food that you can use as sort of treats for them.
Crunchies.
Yeah, exactly. I can't remember the brand, but I've got it on my phone, so I'll send you on the chat.
Okay,
Just in case you feel like getting more, but I'm sure anything. They like it like treats. So.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't know about your name though.
Oh, are you thinking about renaming? Wait one sec. I think Greg is like a very silly name for a cat.
Yeah.
It's cute though. Are you thinking about getting him something that's more on theme?
No. I just have a best friend named Greg. So
Oh, yeah. Okay, that could seem a little awkward, right? Yeah.
We'll see.
All right.
Has he been in the car much?
So only as far as the vet, which is about a half an hour from here.
Okay.
But I was getting that glad you asked because I was just about to mention this and I forgot. The doctor Julian said what I expect the experience is going to be like for Greg, which is probably for the first half an hour he's going to meow a lot.
Yeah.
And after that he'll probably accept his fate and settle down. We've also, whenever we've had people that take cats along, which is often, they usually don't like want to use a litter box or eat anything on the trip.
Yeah. It's 3 hours. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even the longest one. We've had some that have been very long, like people that are flying across the country and then get plane delays too, you know, and it's happened. Even in those cases, they usually don't want to do anything until they get where they're going.
Yeah, Scratch is horrible in the car, so.
Oh, really?
I'm used to it.
Okay, good.
He doesn't travel without Gavin.
Yeah, I can give him a dose of Gavin now if you'd like. It's, obviously it won't kick in for about an hour.
And by that point, we'll be fine.
Okay. All right.
And if not,
it's just a one time.
It's a one-time thing.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll be fine.
Okay, good. If you feel comfortable with that, that's fine.
He's got I brought the soft side carrier so he can sit in the front seat next to me,
good.
and we'll be just fine.
All right, fantastic.
What do you say, little man? Oh my.
Well, that cut everybody's ditch.
How long have you guys been broadcasting?
We're coming up on 10 years. I think that might be next year. The broadcast was, so we started fostering in 2015 and we started the stream in 2016.
Okay.
So, not quite a guess. But yeah, it's been a long, long road. I never would have anticipated this being.
That this is what would become?
Yeah, or that this is even what I would be doing at any point in my life. Like, prior to actually doing it, if you'd asked me, I would have been like, nah, that's not me. Just never know.
Okay, little man, how did you get tired out before your brothers?
I guess, did Cal sneak out on me or is she hiding in here somewhere there, Mom? Oh, she's right there. She's right in front of me. Okay, I can see her. I'm going to say she just came out when I asked.
Okay.
In here? Okay, one sec. I guess this is his blanket for in here. So
I brought it just to throw over top, yeah.
Oh, on the top, so you want it on the outside?
Just so you just get rained on.
Yeah, no, that's very nice of you.
Gregory, what is that?
Did he climb up on your shoulder, huh?
A little bit.
Yeah, that's something that everybody likes. And that's good. It's nice to have something that's a through line for all the kitties. Okay, bye bye, Greg. You guys are just going to be a monster about this. They were climbing into the carrier yesterday, trying to go with anything that's new. You know, these guys just thrive on novelty.
Well, they certainly do.
Hang on, buddy. I should have zipped this up more before I started. Learning as we go here.
Oh,
All right, come on. Come on. I know. I gotta go catch the thing.
okay, we'll put the thing away.
No, we got it. Yeah, we got it. All right, Grady. I know. Buddy, you're gonna get so used to this over the next 3 hours, and then you're gonna be in a much better spot. Trust me on this.
I know, buddy.
Okay.
I know you're gonna miss your friends.
Oh, and this I guess I missed all of it.
No, you're fine. I just don't want you to get rained on, buddy.
That's very thoughtful of you. What do you guys say? Yeah, okay, you go in there. Yeah, oh, that's perfect. That's just what I want. Now we can just open it.
And I can help you put the other stuff in your car real quick. Okay.
If you do rename them, I'll be really interested to hear.
I think we'll know by the end of the car trip. I haven't a name in mind.
Oh, you do? Oh, you're not gonna spoil it by telling me.
You know, I don't know meetings.
All right.
What do you say, buddy? I'm gonna go to your trap.
And I'll watch you do it.
They haven't, but
Okay, I'm gonna pretend you can hear me, because we always do a little after chat, after someone is adopted, and, lately I haven't had a whole lot to say, because most of it comes down to, you heard it all while they were here, and or you've known them forever, because they've been previous adopters, or they've been on Discord for a long time. In this case, though, Greg's adopter is up from, I think you said Pennsylvania. Everything's a blur this morning, because they've got a lot still to even work on. Anyway, he said about a 3-hour drive, and he stayed in a hotel here overnight last night, because he has actually been in the hospitality industry, and said that he started watching Kitten Academy a couple of years ago when the Panda Cam went offline, and he used to have the Panda Cam on in his office like all day long, and when they disappeared, he found Kitten Academy. He's been watching ever since. He also mentioned that this is in his office where he would, like, fire people and and talk and have meetings and stuff with them, and he had Kitten Academy on the whole time, which kind of made me laugh, the thought of someone being fired while watching Kitten Academy. I'll take it. It's just, I thought that was cute. But so he said, he's been a lifelong dog person, but he got, this is going to be his 4th cat, I think, so he kind of has made the transition to being a cat person, and has an older cat that he's hoping that Greg can get to be good friends with. And he's got, even though, maybe he doesn't have the cat experience of some people, he seems like he knows exactly what he's doing. He's got the right plans in place, and knows what to expect, and it seems like he's just got every base covered. He's already got a vet appointment set up for little Greg to make sure that he's okay, and has a private space set up for him, and just all the stuff that we could possibly ask. So I'm so impressed. I think I might have cut myself off before saying that. No, I didn't. I said that he wasn't really on the Discord until after he was approved as an adopter. So I haven't gotten to know him as well as some people yet, but I'm really looking forward to getting to know him better. And I told him, like I tell every adopter, I ask them how long it takes their drive, and then I always say that they're leaving. All right, in 4 hours, I'm going to be looking online to make sure you guys made it home okay, because otherwise I worry, like your mom does when you go away to college. She wants to know you got there and got settled in okay. So same thing for these kids. I feel like he's just going to be fantastic. It's great. He did say that he's considering renaming Greg mostly because he's got a best friend named Greg, and he thinks that would be a little awkward. I can imagine, even if it's not just strange like yelling for Greg and not knowing which one's going to come, it's probably also a little weird if your best friend thinks that you named your cat after him. Maybe he's even just got like a sneaking suspicion of it, even if you deny it. And the more you deny it, the more he's going to be like, you totally named that cat after me. So that's, weird, and I wouldn't blame him at all for wanting to at least give Greg a nickname that he can use all the time. Maybe little Greg and big Greg, though, why not, right? No, he says he's already got a good name in mind, and that as he's going to drive home, and depending on how Greg behaves during the drive will determine whether or not that is the right name that he's got picked out, which I also think is great. He's so invested in little Greg and his personality, and couldn't be better. I feel great. I feel great about all of our adopters, but when there's one that I don't know so well yet, it's a wonderful feeling to have them come in and just be like, oh, another great person, this is fantastic. So I feel really happy for little Greg. He's going to have a great life in about 3 or 4 hours when he gets all the way home. So, yeah, that's that. I got a lot of stuff still to do because we got kittens in every kind of state. And I guess if you were tuning in for Mailbag, you had a fun experience just now being like, what is happening? I canceled Mailbag because there's too much going on this morning, not just the adoption, but I was also thinking about taking our new mom to the vet, which I'm not going to do, by the way. After all, Dr. K is closed today, and I actually don't think it's worth asking her to come in for this, but I did consult with her by text message and kind of get some ideas and figure out what might be safe and what might not be safe to give her since she's, nursing her kids. And I also feel like since we've already switched her food away from the really rich, fatty food that we started feeding her, there might already be a slight improvement in her poops showing, so that's good. As for our little tiny kitten, the smallest girl, Joist, I have food that's on the warmer right now for her that I just was waiting for a chance to give to her, so I'm going to go try to do that right now. I'm going to try to give her the syringe one more time, but after that I think I'm going to have to tube feed her, and obviously, I mean, it goes without saying, she is the smallest girl. She's the smallest cat we've ever had, kitten we've ever had. So I'm a little bit nervous about tube feeding, even though I've done it so many times. She's so unbelievably tiny. I'd rather not. But you gotta do what you gotta do, and if she's not gonna gain and thrive, we have to stack the deck in her favor whatever way we can. So that might be something that we start doing as soon as this morning if I feel like she's not getting what she needs. But I'm going to start with the syringe, and then if the syringe if she doesn't take to it like she hasn't, she took it once, and I think just out of desperation. If she doesn't take to it, I'm going to probably try to get her a space at Mom's Milk Bar, like I was doing all day yesterday, and then if that's not showing gains, it's tube time. So, yeah. And then some of you know I've also got to do a little bit of work on her mom. Those inverted nipples, a couple of them need some help. So that's another thing, another project for this morning. It's going to be a busy morning. So I'm going to get to it, back to it.